That's my best friend. She a real bad bitch, got her own money. She don't need no nigga on her feet.
Is that my bestie in a tessie? Fresh blowout, skin on town, she ready. Bitch, you look good with a T at the end. I'm a hyper every time, not my motherfucking friend. She been down since the jellies and the bobos. Now me stepping out the Jeep, got my nullos. When we pull up to the scene, they be filled with jealousy. If a bitch get finicky, she gon' bring the energy. I hit a phone with a T like, bitch, guess what? All the rich ass boys wanna fuck on us. All this ass sitting up, it could look, don't touch. And I'm back bustin' bands every time we link up.
That my best friend. She a real bad bitch, got
Man, you my motherfucking soulmate.
What time is it? What time is it? Well, as you see, we're dressed up glamorously in our feminine divine power because it is Women's History Month. If you're a man and you're watching this, you need to cash up us $200 a piece. And I'm just lowballing it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm saying 200 in case you don't got more.
Right now. Well, last week we threw it on back to pioneering women winemakers, right? We're way back in the day. Way back in the day.
Back in the days when things were cool.
Yeah. So we're gonna bring you a little forward to right now, to the present, okay? And we're gonna talk about master sommeliers who are women.
Yes.
So, when we were doing our research for this, didn't we come across an absolutely ridiculous article? What was it, ladies?
Yes.
It was this article. We were just looking up master sommeliers who are women. And one of the first articles under every search that I made was why we hate female sommeliers and you should too. And I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
And as always, it was a poor message written by a well-meaning white woman. Sit on that for Women's History Month.
The gist was that she really disliked how female is put in front of professions where women are not the majority, like a female doctor or a female sommelier. But you know what? We're gonna call it out every single time.
Those are underrepresented spaces for women, so you wanna say, yeah, that's a female or woman sommelier, so put your money where she is.
But it's very telling that a white woman is the one who's like, we don't need this, thank you.
But it is a surprising number of female sommeliers in the Americas chapter of the Court of Sommeliers. It's actually only 28 women out of 172 master sommeliers in the Americas.
And just to add some context to that number, since its inception in 1977, only 172 people have qualified and passed the Master Somm test. So since, do that math, old, okay,
a long
time ago. But since it started, so only 28 women since 1977 have been able to pass and be a Master Somm. That's too low a number in a span of 30, 40, 50 years that it may be.
However many it may be.
Celebrating, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
What are we celebrating, ladies?
Our website.
Oh, we have finally launched our website and it hosts, you know, stuff about us, our recipes, and you are going to be able to order treats off of our page.
Ooh, yes, and if you want to spend time with us and eat our food, you can also, you know, put in a request for catering.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know you want to.
I know you want. You have a burning desire.
We have bought this beautiful bottle of sparkling of Bosco.
This was our staple sparkling drink whenever we went to Chuchio. And you know, why don't we show the little label?
Yeah. Yeah. Girl, you look good. With the T at the end.
That's my motherfucking friend. This is Bosco.
Bosco.
This is a really gorgeous bottle.
Truly.
You guys are giving me the silhouette chant. Damn, Papa, you are. No comparing, and it's motherfucking scary. Let her hold no.
I am motherfucking sharing.
We're professional wine enthusiasts.
I mean, make it drop, make it drop, make it drop again.
Woo!
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
I'm talking about a celebration.
I'm talking about prime rib in bed. Speaking of Piers Morgan. Promise you, Piers, none of us ever needed to know that you went on.
And how pathetic of him to tell that story.
Your dick is small. You've told me now.
You told me.
Anyway, cheers.
Cheers, ladies. What's more feminist than tearing a man from limb to fucking limb?
Well, we're going to be talking about some, not all, but some of the 28 female somms in the US. Okay, so the first sommelier that we're going to talk about is Madeline Triffin. Just 8 years after the Court of Master Sommeliers was founded, she was the first American woman and the second woman in the world to pass the Court of Master Somm test. So that's pretty incredible. Very must be very daunting being the first and only woman.
For sure. And there's something particularly horrifying about trying to do a tasting. Because here's the thing. Everyone's palate is different and what people pick up is going to be different. And a lot of the times when you're in a space with men, they want to make you feel stupid for giving a certain answer.
As we have said before. Well, she has gone on to have a very successful career after that. She is developing wine lists for some of the top restaurant groups in the US and hosting private events revolving around wine and, you know, shit. She does currently serve on the board of the United States chapter, or the Americas chapter of the Court of Master Somms as well.
Ooh, I like that.
Love that.
The next woman that we wanted to highlight is Andrea Robinson, who is a world-renowned Master Somm. At the time when she passed her Master Somm certification, she was one of only 23 women in the world at that time with such titles. She's additionally a bad bitch because she's won 3 James Beard Awards. That's not easy to do.
Not easy.
And she's also a graduate from the Dean French Institute. So she's whipping it in the kitchen and also giving you amazing pairings. So to this day, she is one of the leading consultants on wine pairings. She's gone on to do marvelous things and be on television networks giving her expertise. So pretty dope.
Pretty dope. And to be known as someone who is really good at pairings, like that's a whole other level.
That's a whole, because you can identify wine, you can understand, you know, I think when people think about somms or think about people who study wine, it's like being able to be like, yes, this was grown in a California vineyard after the owner murdered her husband. The blood steeped the soil and allowed for a great Cabernet. There are so many elements. So to be able to understand the complexity of wine and how it marries to food, that's big dog shit.
Truly and truly. But we're gonna hop over to England to talk about Dora Lobo. She entered the world of wine after moving to London in 2006 to work as a junior sommelier at a Gordon Ramsay restaurant.
Ooh, wow.
Okay. Now y'all know it's difficult to get in there. You know what I mean?
What are you? An idiot sandwich. Oh gosh, he really be tearing him up.
Honestly, and now he's like, you know, like just a TikTok dad.
He's like all peace and love, you know. And his daughter now hosts a very popular cooking show. Matilda.
Oh, Matilda.
Well, anyway, so Dora. She completed her advanced level at the Wines and Spirits Education Trust.
Oh, that's WSET.
Wines and Spirits Education Trust.
So that is basically an entity that can give you your WSET. So that's not you trying to be a sommelier, but you're just trying to get certified on, you know, wine. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get my WSET 1. Purely from an educational standpoint. So like how to serve wine and how to identify wine. So if you were, you know, a restaurant owner and you wanted to get, and there's 4 levels. So you can go up to WSET 4. It's pretty dope. And they also do things like spirits and sake.
Yeah. Have y'all ever tried to do a sake tasting?
You know, I'm not a huge. Now that's
either.
easy.
And it's warm. I think that's it's hard for me to get into the flavor and enjoy it because my mind can't get over that it's served warm.
We should do sake one day and explore that because there is cold sake as well.
Oh, word?
Word. There is cold
Ooh.
sake as well, so maybe one day we can explore because it's rice wine.
Yeah, that's fine.
She completed as a junior sommelier for WSET and then went to go work at Harrods.
Amazing.
So cool.
And if y'all don't know Harrods, it is a premier luxury store in England that literally has every department you could possibly think of. And the fact that she got the chance to work there as their junior sommelier, I mean, girl, she was putting in her work. Okay. Worked a couple different places in Washington, but then she eventually landed on working with private clients and then working as a sommelier at Elizabeth's Gone Raw.
She's gone raw.
It's called.
Does her boyfriend know?
I don't think he does. I mean, it's the name of her LLC, so he'd have to. But she started working for this company called Elizabeth's Gone Raw with the task of doing wine pairings with a 7-course, fully organic meal. I mean, that's really cool.
Intense, yeah.
And she was doing the pairings with natural wines, which I can't imagine what it would be like to do a vegan dinner with natural wines. There's a lot of different flavors going on there. So, gotta have that refined palate.
Our next master som that we're going to be talking about is Maya Parrish. Mia?
I think Maya. I'm comfortable with that.
She is a nationally published sommelier and wine judge. She has a podcast called Hungry, Tipsy, and Grown. You know what, bitch? Same. Okay, add Stone to that, and that would be me on any given day. But she has that podcast, and she also has a live streaming show by the name of Wine Mistress. So she's giving you all sorts of wine education. I like that. Giving back that knowledge.
Honestly.
She also owns and operates an award-winning wine events company called The Wine Suite. Oh, very cute name.
Very cute name.
Maya with the names. So to share a little quote from Maya herself, she wrote or said, "No matter what's going on in the world, I can eat and drink and find joy and happiness and love to share that with people. Wine and food are the great equalizers. We're living in tumultuous times where people can't even have conversations with each other. But no matter where you are or who you are, even if you can't agree, y'all can eat and have a drink." Maya is one of 3 Black women songs in the world. Sorry, reading that note. That's very exciting.
Very exciting.
That is beyond exciting. And as you guys will read on our website, we share a very equal sentiment. We always say that food, wine, and weed are great equalizers. You can break bread with someone, share a drink, and really have a connection and have an intimate moment. So it's really amazing that she's, telling the game. We always say the game should be told, not sold. So that's pretty fucking awesome.
Honestly. She is doing the most she can to give back to her community, to educate people on wine, and she's really doing
the damn thing.
I find it's more common with female sommeliers that they're more willing to share their knowledge without having people, have to pay for it or have to beg them. They're like, it's for everybody.
Yeah.
And that just shows how selfless women really are.
Much like we're doing here. Giving you your welcome.
Next sommelier we are going to talk about is an Indian woman. It is Apna Singh, and yes, she is Punjabi too. So she was actually the youngest woman to receive Master Sommelier at 26 years old. I'm 25, what have I done? What have I done with my life?
You have a year to become a master.
So after that, she has gone on to have an incredibly successful career, hosting a show called Check Please, which she received many an Emmy Award for. She also released a lifestyle book on tips for hosting and entertaining in 2006. Where she shares a bunch of her social observations of wine, contemporary women, and relationships. Apparently it is quite funny, so we'll have to
see. That's the kind of book from a woman that you just wouldn't get from a man.
Literally.
They're talking about the emotional intelligence of drinking the wine.
She does currently have 3 very successful restaurants in Illinois. I was reading a lot about the Chicago food scene, and it sounds like we need to take a trip
amazing.
to Chicago.
It sounds like we do need to take a trip to Chicago.
But unfortunately last year, 2 years ago now, when all these allegations against many a mentor in the Court of Master Soms came forward, she actually renounced her title along with 3 other women. She does actually host a bunch of private events now involving wine and stuff, which is really awesome. So,
all right. Well, I hope you enjoyed walking through some women master sommeliers with us tonight. I mean, these women are really out here. They're working their asses off. They're representing for a severely underrepresented group in the wine world. And to be honest, there are people of color that we don't talk about every day. There were a couple white women in here, which was are looking to highlight women, you know, all shapes and sizes. We are so happy that there are, yeah, it's 16%, but it will slowly be growing, baby.
It's growing.
It's growing. It's not stopping anytime soon.
Why don't you guys put us on? Are there any women in the wine or food industry that you really enjoy following, that you enjoy following their career? Put us on. And if they're women of color, kudos. So let us know.
And our website is live. It is www.thegbdgirls.com. So hit that. Order some treats.
Yes, we'll do like a little, you know, screen rolling of what the website looks like, but she is crisp, pristine, beautiful, colorful, decadent. You know what I'm saying? She's everything. So good girl.
Let us know what wine you're drinking, or if you're just drinking, baby.
Cheers.